Namaste, namaste, beautiful cosmic beings. Sending you blessings from this beautiful forest. I am in Yorkshire Dales National Park on this really beautiful retreat, and I've had a really beautiful realization, something that I want to share. Those of you that follow my work and the wisdom that I share and the experience and the practice. I'm being blessed by a fire, by the way. This is where the smoke is coming from, if you haven't already guessed. So those of you that are familiar will know that I work with internal family systems, and what that's all about is it's a model. It's a way of identifying really what's going on with us as human beings. We are this incredible whole being, and within us we have multiple parts, we have multiple energies, multiple entities that make up our mind, and then we have our self and soul energy. And what we see, what I see, and what those of us who practice internal family systems see is that the parts of us, the parts of our mind, the parts of our body, these entities, these personalities, whatever you want to call them, one thing that unites all of them is that their intention is to protect us. So that part of us that is confused, or that part of us that keeps us withdrawn, or the part of us that's excited, or the part of us that wants to die, all of those parts have one common denominator, which is to protect us in some way, to protect us. And that protection can be to protect us from opening up an old wound, from becoming traumatized again, or from going into a situation or near somebody that may trigger that trauma or a situation of an old wound. And it's because those parts of us remember a time when we just couldn't deal with something that had happened, or a trauma, and it was so bad back then, and those parts of us don't trust that self energy. Not all parts, but some parts don't trust that self energy has got this, that we are soul and we are self, and that we have the capability to ride through it. So those parts come up and they dominate, and they kind of run the show sometimes, or a lot of the time, because they're trying to protect us. Okay, they're trying to protect us ultimately. These are all just different mechanisms of protection. And even those parts of us that are enthusiastic and are very much moving us in the direction of self and soul energy and that higher divination, that higher guidance, also are protecting us. They are protecting those values and those principles. They're protecting this vision that we hold, and by enabling us to get there, by maintaining that enthusiasm, by keeping us on our path so that we get there. It's a type of protection. So what I've come into realizing is that somebody shared a quote today on the retreat. It's Jacques Cousteau paraphrasing somebody else. People protect what they love. And immediately I thought about parts, and I thought, the parts are protecting what they love. It makes total sense. Of course, it's about love, and it is about love only. And I suppose I knew this on a level before, but this has just brought another dimension of understanding, of knowing of that those parts of us, even those parts of us that may feel far removed from love, those parts of us, ultimately all parts of us love us, and that's why they are protecting us. That is why they do what they do, and they continue to go, because of love, out of love. Otherwise they would simply dissolve. They would simply find a way to relinquish their control and just get on with it. The parts of us, even the parts of us that want us to die, they're doing what they do, and they're there because of their love for life, for living, for us. It is all because of love only. And we doubt this. And often what I see a lot, especially with my clients, and I've seen this in myself, of course, is that discomfort comes in, or the traumatized little child within us comes up, or we do something, or we judge someone, and then that judgment of self comes up, and we berate ourselves for it. And we default into this, I've done something wrong. And we default into that victim consciousness, and we default into berating ourselves, when really it was all because of love anyway. Even the judgment that we gave out to ourselves or to another, that the way that we behaved towards another, that protection that came up, that trigger that came up, that anger that came up to push that person away, the anger that came up was because of love from that part for me, to protect me. Using that anger as a barrier to protect me is for love only. So I just wanted to share that, because it's so deeply humbling, and I just feel at peace. With that. And I'm now being blessed with water as this is being shared, and I'm coming to complete this video, this transmission, and say thank you for tuning in. And I'm sending you beautiful Pachamama blessings from Yorkshire. Hope to see you all soon, my dear loves, cosmic beings.